What it do, people? I know y'all ain't expect to see me here at this time, but unapologetic manhood wants to get a couple things off his chest today. So we gonna let him. He gonna do what he do, say what he say. I'm gonna ask him a couple questions, and he just gonna have fun with it. He got a lot to say. He do his thing. Unapologetic manhood, his own little podcast. But I'm hosting it today. Because I'm like the best host in the world, whether I believe it or not. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm Sundays you could come see. I'm like the best host ever. Like I don't care what y'all say. But anyways, we're gonna introduce Mr. Unapologetic Manhood to the panel.
What's up, guys? I'm wearing a hoodie today. What's up? What's going on? What's
Yeah, he
going on?
also he also has his football. The tell him about your football thing again.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys. Dream Big Panthers. It's a LLC. It's a travel football league team that we're looking for. We're looking for sponsorship and stuff like that. We're trying to go to DC. Our first tournament on the 25th to the 26th, going to DC, and it's a big tournament where it's going to be a lot of college scouts there, and the what do you call that? The Panthers. I do it for age 15 and 17, but if your son or daughter that good, they can, and they like 13, 14. I'm moving them up, but I got to see if they that good. So right now, you can't just tell me they're that
So
good.
is this a what do you call it? I want a male female league,
It
or
could
is
be
it all
it could be co-ed, but right now
co-ed? Yeah.
only have uh, two females out of the 25 kids that's on the team. I
Hmm.
have two. But I'm trying to create a female league in this area. It's based out in New London County, southeastern Connecticut. So you don't have to be from the New London County, along the southeastern Connecticut area, even the Rhode Island area. This get at me. If you want some information, just all you gotta do is email us, what have you. We might just put the email up right now. What's going on, Jim? What's going on? Let me put my email for you guys to email me any questions you may have about the
What it
travel
do?
team before we get this going. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Mr. Jim
So
Savage is in the building from Savage.com Entertainment. That's who we on.
yes,
We
yes,
on the platform right now. And that's
yes,
what that's
indeed.
that's what we're doing. We got fourth quarter sports. We got Sanaa on Sundays as well at 3 o'clock. Got Crown Talk. Got Kimberly Michaels on Tuesdays. I don't know what I'll be doing at the time, but yeah, that's what we doing.
Yeah, we doing big
That's that's
things,
that's
man.
the that's the those are the shows. Those are the lineups. Um, I'm drinking,
Yep, I'm over here sharing what that we on live right now.
drinking my red cup. I don't want to be responsible. I'm not going nowhere. I don't want to be. I don't want to be responsible.
I got to be
Like,
responsible. Yeah,
yeah, I don't want to be because I'm stressed out, so I don't want to be responsible.
yeah. Hey.
But screw it, screw it, dude. We got a new. It looks like Jim Savage said we got a new one coming Wednesday. Give us a little information about that so I can tell the people, Jim Savage. Put it in the chat, whatever you want to do, so can have some information about what we got coming. What's the name of we got coming, Mr. Savage? Please enlighten us with the new one coming on Wednesdays, because now you're on Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh yeah, so it's Wednesday and Thursday. Yep. Oh,
Uh-huh.
we had a real good discussion on Thursday, guys. I need to check that out. Real talk,
On Crown Talk.
Crown Talk, real talk, Crown Talk. So check that out, definitely, absolutely.
What's the
You
what's,
know,
what's the name of the show? What's the name of the show, Mr. Jim Savage? Like, give us the name. Give me something.
Yeah, man.
So what's going on with you today, Godson? What's going on?
So guys, man, me
Unapologetic.
and me and Steve been sharing. I mean, I've been sharing a bunch of different things with Steve about what's going on in this world. You guys know, you know, when I have conversations, I be having conversations about, like when it's on my show, what have you. I have conversations about everything. Even talk a little bit about sports, but I leave that to Steve, fourth quarter sports for that. But I try to talk about things that's going on to be aware of, especially if you have children, kids, and my benefit. And I'm gonna be honest with you. The other day, I was on Instagram. I had a troll coming at me because I was saying something about how many of us don't take accountability, man or woman. And he was mad. Oh, it was a troll though. He was saying stuff
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, you." He looked. I guess he looked at my Facebook page and showed out that I'm a mentor to many kids, what have you. He said, "You're a mentor to all these kids, and you speaking that language." Was I said to him, "What type of language do I supposed to be speaking? Do I supposed to be speaking language where I'm supposed to coddle the kids that I'm around?"
Yeah.
And then the person didn't say anything, obviously, else. So, but yeah, man, we've been sharing a whole lot of stuff for the last 2 weeks, me and Steve and everything. Steve put on some questions for me, and I'm gonna answer all these questions. And this is gonna be a real good show. You guys can actually have your own opinions about it. Relay it to the comments, and we will speak on your opinions as well. So, please, whatever I say is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff might be facts, but more than, I'm just saying what I think and what I believe and what I research and what
Yeah.
have you.
This is all him.
Yeah.
I'm-
Yep. Mm-hmm.
this is what he thinks. This is
Yeah.
what he thinks.
Most
So
of the
so
stuff
first, so
I
first off,
do, yeah. Say it again. Say it again, Steve. I think Steve went off. He'll come back
oh,
on.
hold on.
But anyway, oh,
Hold on.
okay.
Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I hit the wrong button. I keep hitting the wrong button. My bad. I was over there bugging. So, I was like, are you in a relationship?
What'd you say?
Are you in a relationship?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
The,
So,
the, the, the homie right here.
what do you think about that? I mean, she's right there. So, how do you feel about your relationship?
Who are you trying to put me on a goddamn? What are you doing over
Yeah.
here?
I mean, if you're in a relationship, tell me how you feel about it.
Hey, I'm gonna let you guys know right now. Everything Steve asked me, do I want to hear the questions that he's going to ask? And I was like, nah, that just make it very unique, very like, sincere, whatever, you know what I mean, and whatever. So I'm
Yes, sir.
really didn't know he was going to say that, so he got me by
Are you-
surprise. You know what I mean? God damn it, motherfucker. So yeah. And so what you say? What I think about my relationship?
Yes. How everything is cool and kosher?
Yeah, everything is cool. Everything, I ain't gonna say my whole goddamn business, but
No, yeah. But
I keep it fun. I'll let the audience in a little bit. Everything's really cool. You know what I'm saying? She's over here waiting for me to say something crazy. So you know, you know, but everything, yeah, because it's fucking Steve. God damn it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But everything's cool. We got our ups and downs, just like any other relationship and stuff like that. We've been through ups and downs, and that's why you're supposed to be in this relationship, because I actually
What's good,
we bring
Nathaniel?
more value to each other
Mm-hmm.
when we can go through stuff and and get through it.
Okay.
So yeah, absolutely.
So
What's going on?
what's the power dynamic like in your relationship? Like, how do you guys balance that if there is any kind of what's the power dynamic?
What's going on, PPA? Uh, say it again. Lil. Oh yeah, she said communication. But what you mean when you say power dynamic?
Like, dude, like who runs the house?
Oh, I do.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And you guys' financial situations are taken care of by you.
yeah. 95% of it, right, baby?
Okay,
About 95% of it. Yeah,
okay. And she
yeah.
contributes, and you guys work it out like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was a what we call it? Uh, she was taking care of little man, a stay at home mom for about 3 years out of the 5 years we've been together.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, about 3 4 years. So, but now she's working a little, little bit, but she still take care of home, whatever. So the power dynamic could be being as though she take care of home. It could be her power dynamic when it comes to that. But when we talk about the finances and stuff like that, I control all that. You know what I'm saying? And I accept the challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what
Mhm,
we're supposed to do if we could do it. Because so like
mhm.
if if it was me, I'm irresponsible. I would have to hand that over. You know what I mean? I would
You
have to
say
hand it
you
over because I'm irresponsible with my money, right? So I would have to hand that over to somebody else. I suck in that aspect. So more power to you. Kudos to you
man. I
for being
sucked
able to
for
be responsible and do that.
I sucked for a long time, a long, long time. So don't think this. I just been doing this for 15, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but when you have sometimes when people are, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, people are looking up to you to make sure shit is right. Your mind, it's different, and I'm glad I'm at the age now now that I understand that. I'm glad that I'm at the because I'm gonna say 10, 15 years ago I understood that, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't understand how serious it can be. That it is, I should say. So yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
that's cool. So what if let me ask you a question. So what if you guys might have went through any issues and maybe and she running around running around her friends or family or whatever, and all of a sudden she's like, yo, like I'm single. Like how would you take that?
I've been in relationships like that, you know what I'm saying? But if she did it specifically, what's going on? What's going on? She did it specific. I don't know how I would take that because right now we ain't been through that. It's been about 4 5 years. We haven't been. It could have been many of times it could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Could have many of times it could have happened, but we didn't go through that as of yet specifically. We've been through shit that it was almost done, but she's not that type of character. I would say
I mean, so you lucky because there's women out there like
Oh yeah,
that do that type of shit. So what do
most
you think
women I've
about
been with.
what do you think about her?
You can't just throw her up here. You is crazy. What I think about this
What do
one,
you think about this woman right here?
Sierra. I named my daughter Sierra, but my daughter Sierra know better. I ain't never after her. You know what I'm saying? What I think about Sierra, I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she's very talented. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but if I was in a situation as a man of means, in my opinion, guys, don't get mad at me. I wouldn't deal with a woman like that unless it was like you know, a one night affair, whatever, one night thing, or what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I deal with her like 50 Cent dealt with her when he was messing with her. I deal with her just like that,
But
exactly
that's
like
probably
that.
what she needed. Because so what I'm talking
Yep.
about is, she has a new song out. And apparently in the song it's for the single ladies, and she's
Hold up, Steve.
talking in her
Hold on a
verses.
second. Guys, what you think about Sierra? You can put your comments on about her as well. Chime in. So yeah, when you were saying, Steve, I'm sorry.
Definitely. So she has a new song out that's been released, via social media. And she's talking about the single for the single ladies and all of that. And she's putting herself in the same category as other single ladies. But she's clearly married to a NFL star quarterback by the name of Russell Wilson, as you guys all know.
One of the
And
biggest contracts in the NFL.
what is, if she's saying that in her song and she's married, what is she portraying in her lyrics to other women?
She portraying single. She's doing the same trick bag that Beyonce been doing for years. In her what do you call that? In her music, she's Sierra's for the streets. Yes, indeed. And to sell records, because most of Sierra, most of Beyonce, all these artists, Cardi B, most of their people that follow them, hard body, that's in a fan club, they're more than likely single. You know what I'm saying? So I just like what me and Steve was having a conversation about this specifically. They doing it because of selling records, because that's their audience. But as a man, and I hope I ain't going too fast on the questions, but as a man, yep, as a man, I don't know if I will allow my wife to do that. Especially a man of means. One of the probably got he has the biggest contract in the NFL. She don't need to do that, so it's kind of weird that she would do that. Become an actor or something, do something else. Like, and then I saw a lot of women that were speaking on her that new video, whatever, and they were saying, many of her fans were saying, we're trying to be like you. You're not single. It was the women that was telling her this.
So is it disrespectful to her relationship to try to sell her brand and records that way?
Yes. I believe isn't Russell, he's supposed to be Christian. You know what I'm saying? And he will allow his wife, but a lot of these Christians today, especially these modern Christians, not just celebrity Christians, they really don't follow what they supposed to follow. You know what I'm saying? Because that man shouldn't. That's very disrespectful to him and his relation and his marriage. Point blank, very disrespectful in my opinion. It might not be disrespectful do anybody else that's watching this believe and go in the comments that Russell is not disrespectful to his relationship, being as though she might be making money, being as though she really ain't let's be honest, nobody's buying her music anymore.
Do you believe it will hurt Russell Wilson and his brand? And do you believe it'll hurt him playing football? Like, will it be a distraction for him?
I think this year was a very a huge distraction for him with how she was. It had to, because she's been making so many different TikToks, her shaking her ass in gas stations with her friends and doing gyrating all over the place, and then people she's saying certain things and how his house is being run and how people say she run his house, whatever. You got to hear all that. I don't believe none of these so-called celebrities are not reading into this, the TMZs, the small market podcasts, or to the big market podcasts. They got to be seeing this. Sports ain't gonna talk about it. The mainstream really ain't gonna talk about it because you're talking about a woman, and especially you're talking about a black woman in the main, and that's a no-no in the mainstream. And I'm talking about mainstream, not us, and not a little higher than us or as low as what we are right now. You know what I'm saying? They can do whatever they want most of the time. But the mainstream, I really feel like they're not going to talk about it. But he's hearing voices. He's hearing what they be saying on what is it? What is it? The Instagram thing, Shade Room. I think that had a lot to do with his game this year because he fell off this year big time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it affects his personal life, is what
Mm-hmm.
you're saying.
Yep.
Nathaniel says it's the beginning of the end of Sierra and Russ.
I believe so. I believe and then there's been some chatter where Lala been saying most of her married friends are unhappy, and Sierra is one of her married friends. Is she talking about
Yo,
Sierra?
Lala is 50 Cent's bitch. Like, yo, Lala is she is the black. So in every hood TV show that's on, she has a role that she portrays as the person that cheats with somebody else and all the, oh man, it is crazy. It's crazy. She's on all of them. She's on BMF. She's on The Shy. She was in Power. I mean, just dropping Lala in all the places where she can now get her back knocked out. It's that mad funny.
Yeah, for real. And Steve say she's 50 Cent bitch. I say that's 50 Cent is her handler. And anybody that knows what a handler is, yeah, she's definitely. I mean, he's definitely her handler because she do everything he say to do, and she's an older woman now. She wasn't doing this shit when she was younger, and I guess because she got that damn BBL. But some TV said it depends. They said Russ. They said, what do you I put it up there? They said Russ is a simp. So what he means is that it might go into a situation where they split, but Russ might be even a simp. I really believe it takes them longer to get away from that relationship that's hurting them inside. But eventually, a simp will divorce the person that's hurting his situation. Eventually, I don't know. Maybe this year, next year, or 2 years. I hope they get better. I hope their relationship can get better because I believe there's a lot of disrespect going on in that relationship, and it's very much one-sided.
You think she should? You think she should apologize publicly? You think she will?
Oh, she don't have to do that. We live in an era. We live, in the black community, it been like that. But in like, in like how you say, media wise, they don't. She don't need to do that. Right. Going back to work, I see you in the morning. Yes, yeah. No, she don't have to apologize. Them people don't give a damn. Like if she apologized, they gonna the women that hate men audience is gonna get at her. What do you need to apologize for? You ain't do nothing. You trying to make your money. He don't get, he shouldn't have no say. All that other feminist talk that they gonna do. She was twerking on a Jeep at the gas station. She did that a couple of times. For the streets, absolutely, without a doubt.
That's not always a bad thing for the streets, though. I'd take her in the streets.
Hey, absolutely. Like this, we said at the beginning, like 50 Cent. She wanted a man like 50 Cent. She lucked out being with a dude like Russell. But again, this goes back to Russell, Michael B. Jordan, and all the brothers that's doing for self and everything else. And sometimes I get at them as well. But by being a corny guy, the quote unquote corny guy. Me too, but she's married.
No, she's not. She's single. In a song, she said she's single. What you mean?
Yeah, she did say that. For real, she did say that.
I don't know.
She definitely said that. But real talk, like it's a situation where he got to get himself out of there. like because it's hurt. It will hurt his brand. I believe that it will hurt his brand more and more, but not today. Not today. Like if it was like 10, 15 years ago, this is another thing. If it was 10 to 15 years ago, it hurt his brand. Like just imagine Michael Jordan wife doing that shit 20 years ago. His even the wife that he divorced the second time, the Colombian one. Just imagine she doing that 10 years ago. Right now, real talk, to worship the 304 of the hoe is the best thing in the world today. No matter if she married 15 years with 4 kids, I think it's not going to hurt his brand. Not for the wokety wokes, not for them, not for them at all.
So you said,
Yes,
so you
indeed.
said Russell, so you said Russell Wilson is a Christian.
Yes,
So
he's.
how about you? How about you? Do you believe in God?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I believe in God.
Okay.
I believe in a
What
higher power. Yeah, yep.
what is your interpretation of God in your eyes, and what you believe He does for you?
My interpretation of God is a spiritual being. A person that not a person. God is a being that wants you to do right. 100%, he gonna love you no matter what, but it's still you're still gonna have to pray on the things that you do bad. The things like to be a devout Christian, you call yourself a Christian and you've been baptized and this and that and third, and you read the scriptures and you live that life specifically. I don't live that life 100%. I
Mm-hmm.
lived it way more than I used to live. I believe in a higher power. I believe in the family, the nuclear family. But again, I'm not the person that's going to say I'm perfect, and people need to keep on. When you talk like the way I talk, you got to keep on letting them know. You didn't answer the question. I did answer the damn question. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm answering the question now. You said, what you say, Steve?
I said,
You,
what's your interpretation of God in your eyes, and what do you believe He does for you? So
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a higher power, spiritual being, as I said, and also what he do for me, he keep me humble. Um, he keeps me working on myself. He keeps me looking in the mirror each and every day and say, "What did you do wrong?" You know,
Mm-hmm.
before I was like, everybody, fuck everybody. There's something wrong with them. Something wrong with them. Something wrong with them. Not me. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's my guidance when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Again, you're not perfect. Everybody that talk like this, everybody that do this, how do you know? He said, how do you know? He's a spiritual being. He's a guy. When you see things that's coming into your life that is not, that for sure it's not going to be good for you, that's him, that's him telling you, um, that's him telling you that. When you see things like stuff that, let's say you're supposed to pay a bill and stuff like that, and you want to go run the streets, whatever, or you want to go get something to drink, whatever you want to do, but it's a constant thing you're doing, that means you're not looking into him. You might thinking about him, but you're still doing what you're going to do. That's going to maybe destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
He said, how do you know God keeps you humble? God keeps me. Just like I said, it's stuff that uh, that I wasn't humble on before. He set that trend. You read the scriptures, and you see that he set the trend for you to be guided in the righteous direction, or you lose things. I lost a lot of stuff, a lot of different things that if I wasn't in the path that I am now, again, I'm not fully at all. I still curse, I still drink, I smoke cigars, you know what I'm saying? I do other, I do other things, you know, But
So you find so what? So I think what you're trying to elaborate is that following God. I believe in God too. I believe in everything, right? So
yeah,
following God gives you a sense of structure in a way as well,
yes,
because you will fly off the handles if you didn't have somebody or something to believe in.
yeah,
You just be going all over the place. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely. It's stuff that I complain about all the time. It's stuff that keeps me, if I, you know, get me to a point that I'm ready to destroy shit, especially being around the situation, working in the school system. I see stuff and I can't stand it. God he's that being, he's that voice in your head. Whether it's somebody else, he's that voice in your head that tells you you can do it. You've been through more than enough. You can get through this. And he gives you other, I just feel like that's him speaking to me. Because
That's
the
your
devil gonna tell me to quit that job, fuck everybody, and then now my family can't eat.
hmm that's your
This is
that's your
my
comfort
beliefs.
level. That's your
Yeah,
comfort level. That's something
yeah,
you believe that you can go to. You know what I mean? And we all believe that, he will give us the answer. You know what I mean? Like I
right.
said, I believe as well. So
Yeah,
with that
absolutely.
being said, so there was I'm gonna call him Ian from Shameless. I don't know if anybody's seen the show Shameless. I don't know if you ever watched it. It was a show on Showtime called Shameless. Had about 11 seasons.
Yeah,
Very crazy show,
yeah.
right? So there was a guy, a preacher, who's saying that God is gay. God is part of the LBGTQ community.
This is gonna be
What
interesting.
what do you think about those kind of things that they're preaching out there now from this community of the LBGTQ RSTUVWXY and Z community? What do you feel about them preaching religion and basically twisting the human species narrative?
Um, they doing more than that. What I think about what I think about that is that I feel like no feeling. The facts of the matter is, if you go into his Bible that he's trying to say God is gay and this and that and the third, you won't find it. You won't find it. So this is why I believe if anybody want to worship another human being, that's your downfall right there. You want to worship someone that you know he or she is not, and you're reading. This is why, okay, if you want to go to church, go to church. But don't look to your pastor or whoever your leadership is in your church to guide you in every answer that you're looking for. And this is what a lot of us men get it effed up. That's why we don't go to church a lot, because we like, oh, this preacher be talking that bullshit. It's just not about him. You know what I'm saying? It's about, it's about, okay, what did this man say? What scripture is that? Let me look that up. Okay, how I feel about that, those wordings. I feel different than him, or I feel the same. Okay, whatever. If you're gonna look for, this guy is promoting chaos, and all these preachers promoting chaos, and he promoting his money. He's a money guy. All these preachers that promote the opposite of what the scriptures say is all about money. And just like the Brooklyn people, and people talk about the Brooklyn preacher, the guy that went viral when he got robbed in his church in Brooklyn, because he wear all the gold, he wear all the fancy stuff, and he drives a Maserati and all that. They just looked at him. No, it's many of them. Like they don't have to accept nothing. You accepting things that the Most High is literally telling you is not accepted. He's telling you that no matter if you're a Christian, no matter if you're a Buddhist, no matter if you're a Hindu, no matter if you're a Muslim, no matter if you none of them is telling us chaos. They do not. The scriptures do not say it. You can always, and I'm glad these people are more open instead of being being hiding what they feel. They more open of what they're saying, like God is gay and all this other stuff. Okay, that's what you believe. Okay, that's what you believe. I got to stay away from you. Thanks for like letting me know. Just like I'd rather have a dude that's actually racist verbally than a dude that's really stabbing me in my back, but he would say, "No, I ain't racist." You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have somebody that's really showing what they really are. You know what I'm saying? He's showing what he is. He about that money. He want more people to come to him. You know what I'm saying? But again, when they say stuff like that, they're done with the scripture. Now it's about where my money at.
Okay. Well, how does something like that impact the minds of the youth when they push their beliefs upon them? And we're talking about the LGBTQ community. So whether it's saying God is gay and or their personal beliefs and how they want to switch the genders of male, female, and all of this nonsense, whatever. How does it impact the minds of the youth when they push their beliefs upon them? Because in my estimation, you're damaging the minds of kids. And I don't think it's in schools, right? Teachers are allowed to express themselves to kids. That should not be allowed.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what do you feel about that?
So what I feel about that being connected with the youth or what have you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole community, because I'm calling them the community.
Yeah. I feel as though it's one of them things where it's very dangerous. What I do, and I try to tell these people that live in the area we live in, I don't give a dog about the adults because you guys are good. You guys gonna think how you are. You're more than likely in your you're who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're more than likely who you are. Kids today, we're not protecting our children in the right way anymore. Even if it's LGBTQ or it's something else that we're doing that's going to sexualize our children. And that's the thing. We're talking about our kids' sexual orientation. Like, what does that mean? What are you trying to find out about an 11-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 13-year-old? You know what I'm saying? Kids that didn't even hit puberty yet. You're trying to have them more confused. This is where we come back to the being an agent of chaos, and that's what it is. You're being an agent of chaos, and a lot of these misdirections on what we see in the schools today, these indoctrinations. This what it is indoctrinations, and indoctrinations is the fall of this country. This is the fall of this country because you're indoctrinating children. You're doing things where, okay, if you want to try to make an adult feel like you don't know who you are, you're sexualized. You can't even do that to an adult, let alone a kid. You're confusing. You're confusing the kid. You know what I'm saying? Let alone you will be confusing an adult. And that's the problem that we're like specifically having in this country. Indoctrination. Everybody that's from a big city understood, the LGBTQ and stuff like that. And I said, even on Thursday, when we had the show on Thursday, Crown Talk, I said that, I know many homosexual friends and family members. They don't even like, why are you doing this, Steve? This dude is trying. You see, he's stupid.
That is Magic Johnson. That's Magic Johnson's son. Just want y'all to
Oh,
know.
fucking.
That's Magic Johnson's son.
You can't even warn me. This
Yeah.
he can't even warn me. That look like oh my lord. That looked like a demented version of Magic Johnson. Like you know when the movie the person turned into like some creature. This is ridiculous. Yo, Steve, you off the hook. Hey, y'all got to comment on this, yo. Y'all got to comment.
I'm
Steve
just
trying to
saying
get me in trouble.
that's Magic Johnson's son. I mean, like
He
once
trying to
again,
get me in trouble.
we're down another hole of Dwayne Wade. We're down the hole of now Magic Johnson brings out his son.
You know, Isaiah Thomas, both his sons gay. Did you know?
That's why he's angry at Mike. That's why he's angry at Mike. Cause what's the name out here? Fucking Larsa pimping. You know what I mean? Pimping, and his son's out there trying to fuck his Michael Jordan's son. Like it's different. Like it don't go together. Like
you was crazy.
Yo, I'm gonna get you one way or another, Mike.
Steve. That's all Steve opinion, guys. That's all Steve opinion. That ain't me. Don't be trying to say I said that. God damn it. Don't you be trying to say I said that. Real talk.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yo. But homeboy, Magic Johnson's son, like no real talk. Isaiah, both his sons are, you can look that up, guys, if you want to. Both Isaiah, both he's stupid. Yo,
what up, TB860? Whoever, I don't know who TB860 is, but what up?
Hey, yo, you guys should go follow. He's doing some good work out here, over here in the southeast of Connecticut area. TB860. He's doing some real good work. If you guys want to do like videos for your teams or whatever, stuff like that, he's crazy. I need to look him up. Go look TB860. He do real good work. But yeah, man, that you funny as hell. Hey Jim, real talk. and that's on the, I don't, I'm not judging, but real talk, both Isaiah Thomas sons are gay. Both of them.
Okay,
it's a known fact. Go look it up.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that happened. How the hell you got two sons?
Like you messed up twice, Isaiah? Like what position was you fucking in?
See, hey, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, guys. I'm not saying that. I am not saying that. Yo. and what's crazy is Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas are best friends.
Yeah.
That's and both and all their sons are homosexual.
Yeah, they used to run around touching each other as boys, as youngins. Like I don't know what kind of basketball they was playing, but it wasn't with a real ball. It was 6 of them running around.
Right. This is crazy. Yo, man, but yeah, and then I don't know if they was indoctrinated, whatever, but the Hollywood is super different. What's going on over there, whatever. But everything that's going on in Hollywood, that's been going on in Hollywood. Thank you. Yep, it's that one. Everything that's been going on in Hollywood is now going on everywhere now, in local schools now, indoctrination. Because when most of these guys have become famous for what a lot of these cats say, he said, Savage Steve, real talk. He said a lot. Well, all these guys we had to do to get to where they at. Yo, Corey Holcomb talk about that. What's his name? Rodney. What's the guy? I forgot his name. The dude that played Iron Man. He talks about that. all these guys talked about that, how they had to get into that form to be successful. But now it's throughout the world. We got people like Rob DeSantis, the governor of Florida. He's trying to stop all that. He's trying to stop all that. And I don't see too many governors trying to stop all that, and it's mainstream, but I'm pretty sure it is. But I'm not seeing it, And this is a big deal to a lot of parents. And another thing, before we go to the next question, now I was saying this on my own platform. They saying Black people are the highest when it comes to homeschooling their children. Hispanics are the second highest. Asian people are like the third highest, whatever. But by far, people are homeschooling their kids than ever before since the pandemic.
That's just true. That's true in seeing gang activity. They're just making it like they're being homeschooled. They're being hood schooled.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. I guess I'm going to be the serious one today. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's what's going to happen today. Savage Steve, put that up. Savage Steve. Savage Steve over here. Well, yeah. But real talk. This is what's going on. This is actually people are homeschooling their kids more than ever.
So to switch gears a little bit, it gets a little crazy around, this whole thing that they call racism and New World Order and everything. They're trying it, bro. They're trying it. So there's I don't know if anybody heard, but there's a thing called the Jim Crow law that they have passed in Mississippi. Okay, so we're gonna read it, and and we'll read it first, and then we'll talk about it. So it's like it's 3 pages. Could read it. Earlier this month, white representatives in the Mississippi House approved a bill to create a new district that includes all of the majority white neighborhoods in Jackson, a capital city that is 83% Black. This includes creating a criminal justice system for the district overseen by an all-white power base. Like what are they talking about right now? This is already started off crazy, right? Under House Bill 1020, the white conservative Chief Justice of Mississippi Supreme Court would handpick the new district's 2 supervising judges. Its prosecutors and public defenders would be chosen by the state's white Republican Attorney General. Now, just from that little thing right there, what do you get from that?
I gotta really get into it, but now I'm just gonna be saying things that's gonna just go off head. I gotta really look at it.
Let's go to the next one. Let me see. It says,
This put it.
Can you read it? I'll open up a little more over here. The zone would be policed by an expanded Capitol Police Force led by the current white police chief and supervised by the state's white public safety commissioner, because all the district's officials would be appointed instead of elected. Jackson's majority Black citizenry would have no voting rights on the matter, making it Mississippi's only jurisdiction where, according to the ACLU, unelected judges and prosecutors have jurisdiction over criminal and civil law matters, although 12% of their sales taxes would be redirected to help pay for it.
12% of the sales.
So that's just crazy in itself, right?
To help pay for, putting
all their policing, all their public safety. So they're going to police a 83% mostly Black community.
Yeah.
And they're going to change the laws and everything else, right? So it's oppressive because it strips the right of Black folks to vote.
Yeah.
Now these Black folks in Mississippi can't vote now. Jackson Mayor, we're going to Chakwi Anterloom Mamba, said after the bill cleared the House, it's oppressive because it puts a military force over people that has no accountability to them. It's oppressive because there will be judges who will determine sentences over people's lives. It's oppressive because it redirects their tax dollars to something they do not endorse.
So what's going on with the 83% of black people that's there? Like
they're being forced. They're going to be forced to basically live the way these white people say, or you're going to probably get shot down in the middle of the street like a dog.
Well,
and hey, look at the. I want you to look at the names of the white Republican state representative Trey Lamar, the white Republican who sponsored the bill. Yeah, hold on. Trey Lamar is a white Republican, people. I mean, let's just put this. It only gets crazier, right? Represents a majority white district more than 2 hours away from Jackson. He holds a seat once held by his grandfather, Leon Hannaford, whose legacy includes introducing a 1962 bill to tighten residency requirements for college students, which a local paper at the time reported would have kept Negro James Meredith from filing a suit to enter the University of Mississippi.
In virtual statements on the House floor and in a open from last week, the legislator has instant the HB 1020 by adding unelected judges to Hinds County's court will help clear up linked cases backlogs, while an expand Capitol Police force will address a spike in crime in Jackson, allowing his constituent to feel safe when they come to the Capitol.
But his constituents are white people. So they're basically going to police Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah. It's a high crime rate over there.
Don't give a fuck what I want somebody to go into Chirac and police Chirac.
Yeah, I want
that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, go police Brooklyn. Are you fucking crazy? Like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
But everybody go on
the a whole bunch of white policemen, white representatives. They are all coming together and they're going to police a predominantly black neighborhood and tell them what to do. And they're pulling their right to vote.
Well, if it's a game, and I heard Jackson, Mississippi, gang life over there. They need to start fighting back. If they really about their life, if they think something going to occur where they're going to be in that Jim Crow of 2023, because we just got out the Jim Crow. We literally just got out the Jim Crow era.
Well, now it's back.
But okay, now you have guns, because this is Mississippi. Everybody can have a gun by the time they 5. so you're gonna have to fight back. Or that's the only thing I can say. Because if this happens, what's going to happen? I don't think a lot of if it's a United States state, it could be, sounds like they're trying to move the ninjas out of more than likely, but it's 83% of it.
That's part of it. That's part of it though.
And to be honest with you, I'll be moving.
Yep, I'd be moving. Yep, listen.
Just like I don't understand the mom.
But that's what they want. But that's what they want, and that's how they're going to try through the government. They're going to try to take over little things, little by little. So they're going to start in one of the most racist states we have in this country, because it ain't too much they could do when you drop the fucking Confederate flag on their lawn. There ain't gonna be shit they could do now, because you'll get shot down by a whole bunch of people policing your area.
We got to do it. What's the name? We got to do a show on the Confederate flag and what it really means and stuff, shit like that. Not what the mainstream media tell us what it means. What it means to black soldiers.
It means the Dukes of Hazzard. Right?
What it means to black soldiers. We got to.
I thought it was for the Dukes of Hazzard.
Here you go.
But,
Here you go. But no, that's very interesting. Yeah, I'll be gone. Just like if I lived in Chicago and I was a mother and I lost three of my sons, the first son I would have been like, I gotta go. You know, it's one of those situations. It's like you can leave, go. If that's
Mhm.
your only home, you never been nowhere else. I get it. That's your home. That's where 5, 6 generations come from. I get it. But
It's time to get the
you
fuck
have,
out.
yeah, it's time to get the fuck out because again,
GTFOH.
for real,
Get the
it's time
fuck
to
out of
go.
here. Like,
It's time. It's time to go. If it was me, if it was anybody that was logical, but at the same time, it's just like with New York. A lot of people moved out of New York to go to Florida, to go to Texas, to go anywhere but New York and New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Connecticut and Mass. It's they had about 4 generations there. So yeah, it's time to go. All black people symbols have been changed by the whites to man something races. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I don't. I mean, it's hard to dispute that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I don't
because
know.
he's saying about
To mean something racist. To
he's
mean something racist.
yeah, he's saying about the Confederate flag. We got to do a
Hmm.
show because the Confederate flag it's from the old black soldiers.
Hmm.
They took that and ran with it, whatever. But the Confederate flag mean a whole lot to Southerners, black Southerners, probably more than white Southerners. The old school, our great grandfathers and great grandmothers, that means a lot to them. They talk about because that's the last era where they actually was taught where they really came from when based on America, the Americas,
Hmm.
whatever. But now we think, oh, that shit is racist. Take it down, whatever, burn it down. But a lot of people, your ancestors probably be mad at that too. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you guys know, like we seen TV, we saw how the Confederate flag was based upon, and even me until I seen Chronicles of Judah. I followed that dude, Chronicles of Judah. He probably was the first dude I was following on Facebook on YouTube. Subscribe to probably the first one, and he was talking about the history, the real history of the Confederate flag, and that changed my whole mindset like 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it means a lot to a lot of our grandmothers and fathers and everything. So yeah. But anyway, that Mississippi thing is like I'm gonna say this: is 83% of you guys, and if you killing each other already, and if you're gonna have some white man kill you, and you got a gun, and me and Savage talked about this before. You know what I mean? We got into it, but at the same time, I got a gun. Somebody trying to kill me. I don't give a damn if you a cop. We both got to go. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm known to be a killer because I'm killing my
Hmm.
own people. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah. You have the right to bear arms too, my man. You have the right to bear, especially in Mississippi. God damn it. So y'all either
Especially
going,
like
yeah.
I just don't. But the whole thing is they're really trying to start a race war all over again. You know what I mean? It's definitely you're telling black people they can't vote, my G.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, come on now,
Yep.
like this don't make no sense again. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they're gonna tell them what bathroom they can use and what you know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And it's just not it's not going to be fun, Doug. It's not going to be fun, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking forward to what's about to happen in Mississippi, bro.
No, and I feel like, and we living in a different world. Them people gonna have the what you call that the National Guards over there so goddamn fast, especially if it go mainstream. Because what you just seen, you did some real research that
Hmm.
probably easy to find, but it's not mainstream easy to find. So if that shit go mainstream, all these wokes, I want to see if they protest over there. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Mississippi ain't no goddamn joke. Like,
yes, sir.
there ain't no joke. Hey, but I'm telling you, 5-year-olds own guns.
I'm
You know
not
what I'm
really
saying?
familiar, but you know.
Yeah.
So we coming up on the hour.
Yes, yeah.
That was the last of my questions I wanted to ask you to see where your head was at. Unapologetic manhood in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Was brought to you today by our production of
Oh my
Unapologetic
God.
Manhood.
Look, he
No,
just,
no.
oh,
Unapologetic
yo,
Manhood in the building. Everybody, I just want to let you know.
Steve, I'm gonna have to kill you. You gonna have to. You gotta go. You gotta go. Are you freaking kidding me? I ain't seen that picture in years. You motherfucker. And I was just about to say, do not surprise me with another picture because I saw it coming. I saw the shit coming. Off the hook. This dude
go get your Dream Big merch. Go support Unapologetic Manhood. Like
you crazy. You is nuts, man. Hey, what TV said? Real quick.
Fun, man.
For real, let's answer real quick one more question before we go. Do you believe voting will help either way? It's a lot of mental health problem. It's a lot of a mental health problem. Voting ain't gonna help because, like, I don't know. We talk about specific Jackson, you know what I'm saying, but anywhere in the country, I vote all the time, but the shit don't help. You know what I'm saying? You know, the solution is you just got to protect yourself and your family and the community that really want to be protected, that really want change. Any of the community members that really want change. And there's going to be a whole lot of them that don't want change. They want to act like they do. You know what I'm saying? So he said, yeah, Jackson, no, the voting ain't going to help at all. You know what I'm saying? That definitely was a good question. Especially with Jackson, because they already, like, you know, it's like a fourth world country over there. Jackson, you know, but yeah, see, you crazy. Don't be putting no other pictures. You can tell he couldn't wait to put that up.
Nah, no,
he was doing this.
Son, I kid you not. I literally just did that like 2 minutes ago. I just brainstormed it just off the top of my head. I was like, yo, I said, we gonna end the show. I said, why would I end it like this?
Hey, Savage, we ain't gonna build our communities with this bullshit doing that. That was my days when I was in the Matrix. That was the Matrix days.
Yo, you got the bulldog pose.
Yo, I wish I was that skinny again.
Word,
I swear to God, I wish I was that skinny.
You ain't lying.
I wish I was that skinny again. For real.
Trust.
Yo, this was a fun building here. A fun show. We should do this shit every Saturday, right, folks? Hey, just put ones up if you want me and Steve to do this shit every Saturday. Well, he said that's what friends are for. Motherfucker. Put ones up if you really want to see us do these type of shows again when we answering questions and things of that nature, man. Just put the ones up. I think it's a good one. We got 10 people watching right now. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And any questions you guys have to ask for us as well on here, that would be great. You know, that'd be great as well. We want to hear what you want us to answer and stuff like that. If it's not due
to the fact I might be held accountable in the court of law.
Yeah. I ain't asking those type of questions. You better go to those. you better go to those new school what do you call that? Podcasts that be indicting themselves and shit. You ain't gonna be doing all that. For real, put your ones up if you want us to keep on having these Saturday shows, man. This was super, super fun.
But yes, sir. And don't also forget, do not judge people. Do not do anything, because you also can end up like Magic Johnson's son. Like, don't you also can end up like this. So don't you judge anyone. Don't judge a book by its cover, okay? I'm just letting y'all know.
And that's Steve right there. That's his opinion. I get it though. You were funny as hell, man. This is crazy. But yo,
we'll talk about. We had fun. We'll do it again.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna try to do it every Saturday, guys. We're gonna try to do this every Saturday. But again, if you in the southeastern Connecticut area, if you want your son or daughter to be on a 15 through 17 travel flag football team, holler at me. I'm gonna leave my email up again, so you guys can contact me or what have you. It's not just going to be flag football, but there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be doing, like, visiting monuments and stuff like that, like bringing the kids out there, where they live. Like, there's a lot of small towns out here, so they can see a little bit of culture. You know what I'm saying? So, hit me up for any information you need, whatever. It's Dream Big Panthers travel football team, flag football, and unapologetic as well. We doing it. I had a lady, I told you, Steve, I think it was a lady came up to me because her daughter is going to the high school where I work at, and she said, "What's up, unapologetic?" And I was like, do I know her? Like, I don't think I know her. And then she told me, like, her daughter's going. So she looked at her daughter and looked at me and said, "Watch my daughter, make sure she good." And I was like, "All right, thanks for the love, and I sure will." You know what I'm saying? And I like that. You know what I'm saying? I was really trying to figure out if I know her or what have you. But yeah, because unapologetic was apologetic back in those days. Oh, my mother. What is wrong with you? Take that down. Take that down.
You need to apologize for that pose, nigga.
I apologize for that pose. You gonna find a worse. You gonna find a worse damn picture. You gonna find a worse picture. You mother.
Oh man,
little skinny motherfucker with a big ass head.
Man, you got to, man. You gotta have fun out here, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, like you said, he don't know he did not know that shit was coming. Like
I did not. Hey, everything he did, that's what made it so crazy. Good show. Everything he did, guys, I really didn't know what he was going to do.
No,
I wish I did now. I wish I did now. But no, it wouldn't be that fun. Like, real talk. He went to the archives for that damn picture.
Yeah. I'm quick. I have my new people fingers out.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at this
here. Exactly. Exactly. But anyway, guys, we enjoyed the show, man. Steve, you hit us off. Let me know what's going on.
So, it's your light-skinned host with the most. We see you tomorrow on Fourth Quarter Sports.
The most.
That's what we do. Holla at us. We'll try this again, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.